Hey guys, we're back here now. We're with Courtney. We've already talked about what you say, right, to your potential prospect. And now Courtney's going to talk to us about what she's going to do once you pass that lead to her. Courtney, thanks for being here.
Sure. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah.
So the first thing I would do is I would congratulate all of you on, wanting to take opportunity to be an investor in the Market Center by helping to build your profit share. And I think that's a great step because it's a really important gift that the company gives you. And so then we would talk a little bit about the person that you're referring in. Mm-hmm. And depending on, how you're referring them in and why you're referring them in would depend on what I do next. But generally speaking, what I do is I call the person and I invite them to have, a conversation with me and find out what's meaningful to them and what their hopes and their dreams and, all of those important things are. Mm-hmm. And then, my approach is about building relationship with people. They may not be interested in moving right away, and that's okay. I'm really not a hardcore, you got to join Keller Williams.
Yeah, I know you're not.
I'm very much a relationship person, and I want people to see the value that we have for them. And so that's really what I do is I ask them questions and I get to know them better, and I try to find out how I can bring them value and what I can do to help support them in reaching their goals and their dreams. Sometimes through that process, Anna Fish is a great example. You added her to your profit share.
Christine did.
When I first met Anna, she was not interested in moving companies at all. But we started to get, to know each other, and I started to talk with her about, what her hopes and her dreams were for her life, and saw some opportunities to offer some help. And through the process of helping her and coaching her, she began to ask me questions about what would it look like if I joined Keller Williams, what are the fees, and all that kind of stuff. And so just through the process of spending time of bringing value to her and coaching her, she got to know the value that we could bring here at Keller Williams, and it made her curious about what that would look like.
How long did that take? Because it's not always, overnight, is it?
Mm-hmm. It usually isn't overnight. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is overnight. Sometimes people are ready for a change, and they say, I'm ready to sign up. But generally speaking, it's not. It's really about just getting to know each other, and that can take sometimes a month. Sometimes it could take years. I've had some agents take years to join the company. Mm-hmm. The good news is that when they join the company, they're so happy to be here, and they relate that to that initial connection that the agent made with me.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have known me if it hadn't been for the agent referring me. So they name you as the sponsor, and off we go.
Got it.
Yeah.
Another thing, disappearing cap. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Disappearing cap is a massive opportunity. So you have to understand, profit share was established because we wanted our agents to be given the opportunity to be partners in business with us. And by them attracting talent to the company or bringing talent to the company, they have added value then to the profit. And so because the profit has grown, we then give you an extra bonus, and that is that if you bring somebody who's in production, let's say 2.5 or higher, we do a quarter of a cap reduction. So in your next year, instead of paying the 18, we take 18 minus a quarter, and that's your cap that year.
So
I have agents that are pretty close to having to pay zero cap in their next year.
that's huge, guys. You know, not having to pay a cap.
Yeah.
Plus make the profit share. You know, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
and they don't have to be $2.5 million producers.
I was just going to ask that. What happens if you got somebody who's maybe a $1.5 million producer?
Yeah,
what
and it
there?
happens all the time. So you still get a cap reduction. That's the good news. It's 10%. So $1,800 off.
Hey, that's good.
So if they're brand new in the business, you know, you invited them to a career night, let's say, and they decided to get their license and join Keller Williams, that would be 10% reduction for your cap.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Okay, I don't think I'm missing anything else, am I?
I don't think so, except that it's a huge opportunity for all of you. And, you know, just be out there and make friends and get to know people and get to know what their businesses are and get to know what their struggles are. And we're here to help you. So if you're talking to somebody and they're saying things and you're starting to think, maybe Courtney should call these people, but you don't know what to say, come see me. I'm here to help in any way I can you grow your market or your profit share.
Same here. And go get them.
Go get them.
Bye-bye.